Well, for practice today, um, I thought I'd read the first part of Daily Stoic. I had a student give this to me yesterday as a gift for beginning a new chapter. And so I just went to the first little piece that it has. And it's about control and choice. Um, it says, the chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control, which have to do with the choices I actually control. Where then do I look for good and evil? Not to uncontrollable externals, but within myself to the choices that are my own. The single most important practice in Stoic philosophy is differentiating between what we can change and what we can't, what we have influence over and what we do not. A flight is delayed because of weather. No amount of yelling at an airline representative will end a storm. No amount of wishing will make you taller or shorter or born in a different country. No matter how hard you try, you can't make someone like you. And on top of that, time spent hurling yourself at these immovable objects is time not spent on the things we can change. The recovery community practices something called the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Addicts cannot change the abuse suffered in childhood. They cannot undo the choices they have made or the hurt they have caused, but they can change the future, the power they have in the present moment. As I always have a hard time pronouncing this name, Epictetus said, said they can control the choices they make right now. The same is true for us today. If we can focus on making clear what parts of our day are within our control, what parts are not, we will not only be happier, we will have a distinct advantage over other people who fail to realize they are fighting an unwinnable battle. And so this rang true because I feel like so often where we focus our time and energy is on the things that are out of our control, because that feels like something that we need to bring into a manageable little box that we can handle. But the thing is, by allowing ourselves to focus on that which is out of our control, we're actually giving our power away. And so through our practice of yoga, we have this opportunity to create that separation between this is within my control and the choices that I can make, and this is not. So I get to redirect my focus and my energy over here. Yeah. We're going to start just in a little bit of meditation. Maybe a piece of that rang true. Maybe something in that reading kind of lit something within your mind, and allowing some space for that to show up and surface. So go ahead and either lie onto your back body in Savasana or take a comfortable seat. Allow your eyes to close and to start to focus your attention towards your breath. As you start to expand each breath in and offer a little bit more length to each breath out. Just allow anything to rise up to the surface that is seeking our attention. And we get to practice discernment to decide whether or not that's something that we want to hold in our heart, in our minds, in our awareness, and offer energy to and time to. Or maybe if it's something that's out of our control, that we get to practice setting aside. Allowing every breath out to be that invitation to let go, the things that are not in our control. Every inhale brings us back to this present moment, back to the seat of self, that centered space where we know what we have control over and the choices that we can make to create a shift in our experience. And so as you continue to deepen your breath and just settle into the present moment, settle into the awareness and the sensations of your body. Beginning to take an inventory maybe of what pieces of your life you spend the most time and energy on. Are these pieces that are important to you, are valuable to you? Are these things that maybe you ruminate over and worry over that are not actually within our control? Just noticing that distribution of time and energy without judgment, but just as a data point for you. And for our practice today, we get to practice creating a class, creating movements that feel true for you, having complete choice on your yoga mat as to what you take and what you skip or what you change. Knowing that for these 60 minutes, you have complete control over your experience and what you feel in your body and how you want to move across your yoga mat. That you always have the option to say no, thank you. You always have the option to change something. Maybe you can't control the sounds outside, distractions that might be around you. But you can use your breath to redirect your focus, your energy, your awareness back to the moment, back to your body, and back to sensation. So bringing maybe one or both hands to your heart. Maybe setting an intention of your own. Maybe there is something that resonated from the reading. And creating an intention in your own words so it rings really true for your heart and mind. As you draw that intention forward, let it take up all of your awareness in this moment. Let's start with 3 rounds of cleansing breath. Take a really deep breath in through your nose. And then open mouth, exhale, let your breath go. And twice more, full breath in. And then cleansing exhale, that invitation to release. One more time, our inhale brings us back to this moment. And a clearing exhale to let go. And every breath out, that invitation to set aside what is not in our control. Go ahead and take your time to find a full body stretch on your back body. So just taking a moment to make your way to the earth if you're not already there. I find some movement through your fingers, your toes, your ankles, your wrists. And then when you're ready, start to bring both of your knees into your body. Draw your thighs in close, stretching through your lumbar spine, your low back. And then interlace your hands on your right shin, lengthen your left leg forward across your yoga mat, and take a nice big breath in. On exhale, we'll find our supine twist. Right knee reaches over you. Let your right shoulder get heavy towards the earth. And then just start with one really slow breath into your right side body. And from our supine twist, we're going to roll into our half fetal pose. So keep your legs as they are for a moment. Start to reach your left arm to the back of the room overhead. As you start to roll onto your left side body, You're gonna let your left ear fall into your left bicep. Let your hips tip over enough so that your right knee can rest onto the earth. Then you can stay here, or you can bend your left heel to your seat for a thigh stretch, and your right hand can reach back to catch. Sometimes it's helpful to lift your head to create that hand to foot connection, and then you can let your left ear rest back down. And slide your left thigh bone back in space, and then pull your left heel in close, and just take a full breath here. And one more super slow inhale, allowing your lungs to expand in every direction. So think about breathing to your front body, your back body, and your side bodies. And as you exhale, let your left leg lengthen back out. As you roll into your back body, we'll take a half happy baby. So your right hand's going to reach up to your right ankle or your right foot. And bend your right knee and open your right knee wide. You can either let your left leg stay long, or you can bend your left knee and place your left foot to the earth. Just creating a little bit of an openness to your hip on your right side to prepare for your figure four. And when you're ready, you're going to stack your right ankle on your left thigh, figure four, any depth, any variation, movement, or stillness. So just customizing this hip opening to you. Take a moment here to breathe into your right hip. With your breath out, setting aside any clutter from your mind, any distractions that have crept in. And then we'll start to find our way into second side. So when you're moving close second side, let your right leg reach forward across the earth. You bring your left knee to your left shoulder, interlace your hands on your left shin. Take a nice full in breath. And then exhale to your supine twist. Your left shoulder relax towards the earth, getting a big stretch across your chest as well as through your spine. And offer that one slow, intentional breath into your left side body. And then we'll start to make our way into that half fetal pose second side. So right arm's going to reach overhead to the back of the room. Roll onto your right side body. Let your left knee find the earth. And then bend your right heel to your seat. Maybe left hand catches your right foot. You can also just keep your right leg long across the ground if you prefer something more gentle. And let a breath reach all the way through. Just slow down your exhale out. And one more deep breath in. And this time as you release your breath, release your right leg long. Start to roll onto your back body into your half happy baby. Left hand to left ankle or foot. And again, right leg long or right knee bent. Let your left knee open wide. Maybe create some opposing action. Left hand pulls down as left foot presses up. And once your left hip has an initial openness, you're going to send left ankle onto right thigh for your figure four. And then feel free to find some movement here. You can focus your breath, the area of the most sensation, imagining that area maybe as like a bundle of energy that's unraveling as you exhale. Softening with each breath out. And from here, we're going to start to find a little core connection. So go ahead and keep your right knee bent. Right foot's going to release to the earth if it's lifted. Lengthen your left leg up to the sky. And then take your hands behind your head, elbows wide. Start to pull your navel actively down to your spine. And then on your breath in, you're going to slowly start to lower your left leg down to a hover. So inhale, left leg hovers. On your exhale, bend your left knee into your body and twist right elbow to left thigh. Push down with your right foot to pull your navel in a little tighter. On your inhale, send your left foot forward to a hover again. Bring your head and shoulders to center. You can have your head and shoulders lifted or lowered between. Same thing, same side. Exhale, left knee is gonna bend in, right elbow reaches across. Once more like this, we're gonna inhale, left foot forward, heart comes back to center. On your exhale, bend and twist. And then pausing here, keep your upper body the same, keep your left knee hugged in, just send your right leg forward to a hover. We're gonna hold here for inhale. Again, the only thing that's gonna change is your right leg. On your exhale, just slowly lift your right leg up to the sky. And then on your inhale, right leg lowers to a hover, super strong through your center, navel pulls down. Twice more, exhale, right leg lifts. And inhale, right leg lowers. Final time, exhale, right leg lifts. And then bend your knees to your chest, release and relax. Let your head and shoulders drop back. Take a really full inhale through your nose. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. Find second side, keep your left knee bent, land your left foot to the earth, and this time reach your right leg up to the sky. And release your hands behind your head, start to pull your front body in, and use the entire length of your next inhale to lower your right leg super slow and strong towards a hover. As you exhale, bend your right knee into your body, push through your left foot and find the twist, left elbow towards right thigh. And the inhale is going to reach your right leg forward, bring your chest to center, head and shoulders up or down. Same thing, exhale, bend and twist. Drive through your left foot. Once more like this, inhale, right leg reaches heart to center. Exhale, bend and twist. And keep everything the same, just send your left leg forward to a hover, take a big inhale. On exhale, left leg slowly lifts to the sky. 2 like that. We inhale, left leg lowers. And exhale, left leg lifts. Last one here. Inhale, left leg lowers. And exhale, left leg lifts. Then release, relax, knees to chest. Take a really big breath in. And cleansing exhale. And then making your way up to your tabletop pose. Find your way to all fours. We'll bring shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and we'll inhale to a cow pose. Lift your heart up, lift your tailbone tall. And as you exhale to your cat pose, press the earth away around your spine. Just one time, head and tailbone are going to tuck towards the earth. And then find a long neutral spine. Send your left foot out to the left into an extended leg tabletop. The sole of your left foot's on the earth, left leg is strong. And then reach your hips back in space towards an extended leg child's pose. Just take one big breath in here, strong left leg. And a slow breath out. Then keep your left leg extended, slide your torso forward again so your shoulders are over your wrists. On your inhale, reach your right hand at the sky, twist your heart open to the right. On your exhale, you're going to thread your right arm underneath your body for this thread the needle variation. Bring your right shoulder, your right temple to the earth. Right palm is facing the sky. Root down to the back of your right arm. If you want to, you can reach your left hand up to the ceiling. As you press the backs of your hands away from each other, get a big stretch through your chest. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, left hand's going to come to the earth to frame your face. Just push up to your right hand as well. And then slide your left toes back, opening to the left side of your yoga mat into a modified side plank. So you kickstand your right toes, left hand's gonna reach up high, take a big breath in. On your exhale, thread your left arm underneath your right ribs, finding a big twist to your torso. Inhale, reaches your left hand up to the sky. And on your exhales, you bring your left hand back to the earth. And a spin onto your left toes, gentle three-legged dog, reach your right leg to the ceiling. So you can have some softness in your left knee if your hamstrings feel a little sticky. Bend your right knee and open your hip, finding your dog at a fire hydrant, your half dog, take an inhale. And your exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. A big wide step forward for your lizard lunge. Let your left knee lower to the earth. And then take a twist, reach your right hand back in space. Option to bend your left heel to your seat. Option for your right hand to catch your left foot. Allow your right big toe to maybe peel off the earth. Just take one breath in. On your breath out, we're going to return to our lifted lizard lunge. So right hand on the inside of your right foot. Tuck your back toes and lift your back knee. As you press into your hands, find your high plank pose. Right foot will meet your left. And just take one breath in. On your exhale, slowly lower all the way to your belly. When you arrive, untuck your toes, find your low cobra with an inhale. Lift and lengthen through your spine. And release as you exhale. Then inhale to a low or high cobra, lifting up maybe a little bit taller if that feels good in your body. And then exhale to release. Shift into tabletop pose. Keep your elbows hugged in tight, navel to spine, and push to all fours. Maybe walk your knees in a little bit, and then reach your right foot out to the right for your extended leg tabletop. Root down through your right foot, strong right leg. Start to reach your hips back in space for a moment. Just take one breath here. Right leg will stay long. You're going to slide forward again. Shoulders over wrists. On an inhale, reach your left hand to the sky, twist open for a moment. And then exhale, spread your left arm underneath your body. Shoulders out of ears, option for your right hand to reach up high too. Let's take one cycle of breath here. As your right hand returns to the earth, push up to your left palm as well. Slide your right toes towards the back of your yoga mat. You're going to open up to your modified side plank facing the right side of the room. Right hand reaches high, full breath in. Sweep your right arm underneath your left ribs as you breathe out. Inhale to twist it open again. With exhale, your right hand will return to the earth mindfully, find a three-legged dog. So as you turn onto your right toes, use your core to lift your left leg up and back. Again, maybe some softness in your right knee to support your hamstrings. Bend your left knee, open your hip, relax your head and take an inhale. And step your left foot to the outside of your left hand on your exhale. Release your right knee down to the earth and start to twist. Left hand reaches back in space. You can stay here, or if you want to, add in the thigh stretch. Right heel might bend in. Then your left toes are just doing whatever feels right for your left knee. So left toes are governed by your left knee joint, so your knee stays happy and healthy. And lengthening through your spine, take one more breath in. And then back to our lifted lizard lunge. Bring your left hand on the inside of your left foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Get really strong with your right quad as you find your way to high plank pose. Left foot steps back. And on your inhale, go ahead and shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway or all the way. Open your heart to up dog or cobra with your inhale. And then back to downward dog as you exhale, hips find the sky. And in your downward facing dog, just take a moment to settle in. Might feel nice to take a deep breath in through your nose. And maybe an open mouth exhale, let it go. When you're ready, inhale your right leg to the ceiling, three-legged dog. On your exhale, right knee crosses towards your left tricep underneath your body. Hold for your inhale. And stay for your exhale. Three-legged dog, big breath in, right leg reaches high. And step your right foot forward on your breath out. Lift up to your fingertips and find your cow lunge. Let your left knee hover. Reach your heart forward on your inhale. And then exhale to your cat lunge. Start to find some length through both of your legs. Give your hamstrings a moment to open up. Good. From here, bend into your front knee. Start to sit up for your high crescent lunge. And then as you're ready, drive through your feet. Slowly inhale up to stand. And on your exhale, airplane your arms. Let your heart hinge forward. Let your hands reach back beside you. And then inhale, high crescent lunge. Reach your hands tall again. And this time as you exhale, prayer twist your left elbow towards the outside of your right thigh. As you press through your palms, turn your heart towards your thumbs. Lengthen from crown to left heel. Just take one big breath in. And one slow breath out. Press through your feet. Slowly return to your high crescent lunge. Let your breath lift you tall. And as you're ready, warrior two, start to open out. To release to the right hip, reverse your triangle. Right leg long, right hand high, big breath in. We'll exhale to side angle. Bend into your right knee, and as you tip forward, left hand stretches tall. Now keep your right knee bent. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Right hand's gonna sweep overhead. And exhale, extended side angle. This time as you tip forward, reach your left hand overhead to the front of the room. Take a big breath in. Your left hand's gonna sweep you to a wide-legged forward fold. Toes to the long edge of your yoga mat and dive down. Take an inhale to lift up halfway. And on your exhale, bend into your left knee for a side lunge. So staying lifted in your lateral lunge. To add a twist, right hand to the earth, reach your left hand to the sky, big breath in. Low lunge to the back of your yoga mat, turn all 10 toes to your left. And as you lead with your heart, you're gonna step forward to a chair pose. Right foot meets your left. Drop into your seat, take a big breath in as you rise up. And exhale, airplane arms. Maybe come to your tippy toes if you want to challenge your ankle stability. And then with control, chair pose, gently land your heels, lift your hands with your breath in. We'll take that twice more. So exhale, airplane arm, big, float onto your tippy toes. And inhale, chair pose, heels drop, hands reach. One more time, exhale, airplane arms, option for tippy toes. And then inhale, chair pose, sink and reach. This time as you exhale, prayer twist your heart to the left. You're gonna hook right elbow towards the outside of your left thigh. Press your hands together, push arm into thigh. Slide your right knee back square with your left. Let your seat go back and down. Maybe your heart can get a little bit higher than your hips. Take one more moment here. Then push to your feet, slow motion, start to unwind, rise all the way to stand, Urdhva Hastasana, big breath in, reach high. And on your exhale, forward fold, soften your knees and dive down. Take a halfway lift, lengthen out your torso. On your breath out, step your right foot to the back of your yoga mat. From here, three-legged dog. Inhale your left leg to the ceiling. And your exhale, left knee goes towards your right tricep, cross underneath your body. Hold for your breath in. And stay with your breath out. Three-legged dog, strong belly, pulls your left leg to the ceiling. And then place your left foot forward to the top. As you float onto your fingertips, right knee hovers, cow lunge. Reach your right heel back and your chest forward. And then let's move into our cat lunge. Lengthen through your legs. Take a moment here. Left thigh plugs back and in, right hip plugs forward. Exploring as we take a breath. Okay. Giving intention to our transitions, bend into your left knee. Peek your heart forward, high crescent lunge, drive down. Use your entire inhale to rise up. With exhale, airplane your arms, feel your heart stretch forward. Wings go back beside you. Then inhale, high crescent lunge. On exhale, prayer twist your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Find energy through both of your legs and take one breath here. As we inhale, we'll bring it all the way up to our high crescent lunge again. Huge push to your feet. And warrior two, right heel rotates down. Reverse your triangle to release your left hip, deep inhale. And then side angle, start to bend into your left thigh and tip forward. Inhale to reverse your warrior, left hand sweeps overhead. And exhale, extended side angle, swim all the way forward, right hand overhead. Full breath in, try to lift out of your left shoulder. And then wide-legged forward fold, right hand sweeps you down to center. Use an inhale to lift up halfway in your torso. And then just bend into your right knee for your lateral lunge. To incorporate the twist, left hand's going to the earth and your right hand's going to stretch up to the sky. Really stretch your sits bones back in space. One breath in. We rotate to the right, low lunge to the top of your yoga mat with your breath out. From here, we're going to step into our chair pose. Left foot will find its way forward. Take a moment to let your seat settle, and then inhale to lift through your heart. Then exhale, airplane arms, we lift to your tippy toes. This time just pausing for 2 cycles of breath. And one more slow breath in. On your exhale, you're going to slowly land your heels, chair pose. Inhale, reach to your hands. And we'll prayer twist, left elbow to the outside of our right thigh. Heart is rotating to the right. Sits bones are going to slide back and down. As your sits bones tip down, feel your heart tip up a little bit. Strong through your seat, strong through your center. Take a breath here. As you unwind, you're going all the way to standing. Urdhva Hastasana, big breath in. And exhale forward, fold, hinge to the earth. Take an inhale to lift up halfway. On your exhale, Vinyasa or down dog, and then we'll take a little child's pose moment. So step back and either move your chaturanga or step back to your down dog, and then just release your knees to the earth for child's pose. And just take 3 cycles of breath in child's pose, or seat with your eyes closed, whatever you want. Maybe grab a sip of water during this little pause. And once you've taken 3 cycles of breath or so, I want to show you one transition really quickly so that when we get there, you can really focus on just smoothing it out rather than trying to figure out the cues and where I'm trying to take you. So we will take like an airplane pose before we get here. So this won't be the first time we're standing on one leg today. But what we're going to do is we'll eventually be in our prayer twisted lunge again. Yeah. So we're going to eventually step forward with, in this case, my right leg, the right leg that's lengthened back. I'm going to step my right foot forward into a prayer twisted chair. So a couple of things here. I'm really pushing through my hands so my chest is lifted instead of being down here. I want to create more upward energy through my body. So I'm pressing everything down towards the earth to create buoyancy. Looking at the ground is super, super helpful. I don't think I can do this transition, or at least not smoothly, if my gaze is not on the ground. So I'm going to look down and forward slightly. I'm going to lean forward into my left foot and come to right tippy toes. From there, I'm going to push through my left foot, engage my core, and start to float my right leg up into a little airplane leg. Then I'm going to slowly start to bend my right knee in, use my core to place my right foot forward. Your feet can be hips distance or together, whatever feels true for you. You're in a chair pose, and then we'll go from there. Yeah. So it's a really big shift of your center of gravity over your standing leg. If that's not working for you, you can also just slide your right foot forward across your yoga mat. So you don't have to do the airplane action. You can just lean your weight forward and slowly slide that back foot in. So feel free to explore with that. We're going to meet in a downward facing dog. We'll take this last layer of flow, and then we'll lay down. So here we go. Take a moment to settle in. As I catch my breath, we'll take one clearing breath together. Deep inhale in. And open mouth exhale out. Inhale your right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. With exhale, bend your knee and open your hip. Stay your option for wild thing to be slowly tip your right toes behind you and turn your heart open to the sky. Big breath in. You return to our 3-legged dog, right hand to the earth. Your core keeps your hips lifted as your right leg reaches with inhale. Right knee to left tricep as you exhale. Ball and triangle, thread your right leg through. Spin open to the left. Inhale your left hand to the sky. On your exhale, thread your left hand underneath your right ribs. Then inhale, peel it back open. Left hand reaches tall again. We'll return to our 3-legged dog. Left hand lands to the earth. Use your center to reach your right leg to the sky with your in-breath. And place your right foot forward on your out-breath. To catch your breath, cow lunge. Let your left knee hover. Full inhale reaches your heart through. And slowly exhale to your cat lunge. Your hamstrings stretch, lengthen your legs. So to bend into your right knee, high crescent lunge. We'll root to rise all the way up. Deep breath in. And when you're ready, airplane arms or airplane pose, shift forward. So in this first moment is just to kind of let our bodies know standing on one leg is a thing. Allowing your stabilizers to wake up a little bit more in a different way. Take one more breath here. We'll softly step back to our crescent lunge, finding as much control as we can. Left toes land. Breathe up. And then warrior 2, open. Inhale to reverse your triangle, right hand reaches. And exhale right away to your extended side angles and your left hand overhead. Lifting out of your right shoulder, take an inhale. Wide-legged forward fold on your exhale. Breathe in to lift up halfway. This time, keep both your legs long. Bring your right fingertips to the earth or your right palm and twist your left hand to the sky. One full inhale. to the back of the room, low lunge as we exhale. Strong through your legs, high crescent lunge. Breathe your way up. When you're ready with your breath out, prayer twist your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. And how much can you push into the earth with your feet? How much can you press your palms to create some distance between your heart and your thigh? And then looking forward and down, you're going to lean into your left foot. Drive through your left foot, engage your belly. Maybe start to airplane your right leg up into the air. So your pelvis lifting up to the sky. Strong push through your left foot. Twisted chair, bend your right knee in and slowly use your core, lots of core, to release your right foot into your prayer twisted chair. As your seat sinks, inhale to your regular chair pose, super supportive through your center. On your exhale, airplane your arms beside you and lean into your right foot. You're going to come to left to be toes or flamingo, your left heel up to your booty. And then root to rise with your left leg, one-legged Tadasana. Take a really big breath in. Exhale to your figure four, left ankle on your right leg. This can also be tree pose. What's nice about the figure four here is you're getting a really deep stretch into your left glute, which is just the muscle that you are using for that big transition, that big step through. So giving a breath into your left glute that just worked really hard for you. If you wanted to add in a twist here, you could always go left elbow towards the arch of your left foot. Looking down the ground is really helpful for that one too. We'll slowly breathe back into our one-legged Tadasana. Take your time to keep your steady. And on your exhale, go ahead and step your left foot back into a crescent lunge, just one big step back. Take an inhale to lift your heart a little bit taller. And then goddess your arms, let your elbows open up. Let your hands just fall to the earth to frame your right foot. Step back to downward facing dog, unless you'd like to add in a chaturanga. Feel free to move through a flow. Feel free to just step back and lift your hips. And then in your down dog, we'll take one more cleansing breath here. We'll flow through second side, and we'll bring it to the ground. So deep, deep inhale. And clearing exhale. Inhale lifts your left leg to the ceiling. On your breath out, bend your knee and open your hip. Stay or wild thing, option to tip over. Let your inhale open your heart to the sky, lengthen through your whole body. Exhale, three-legged dog, left hand lands. Take an inhale to lift your left leg. Left knee towards right tricep, cross underneath. Fall in triangle, thread your left leg through. And breathe your right hand to the sky. Stay or maybe thread your right hand underneath your left ribs for a moment, reach. And then inhale, twist open, right hand to the ceiling again. And three-legged dog, return your right hand to the earth. Reach your left leg to the sky with your breath. Step your left foot forward. And find your cow lunge, let your right knee hover. Slowly exhale to your cat lunge, lengthen out your legs. And we'll find a way to high crescent, left knee bends, breathe your way up. Airplane arms or airplane pose, begin to shift forward. Do that transfer of weight. It's very similar to what we'll be doing in the prayer twist variation. And then take a breath here. Find your way back to crescent lunge. See how gently you can land to the earth. Awesome, and we'll open into our warrior two. Inhale to reverse your triangle, lengthen up and out. Exhale, extended side angle, right hand sweeps overhead. One big breath in here. And then wide-legged forward fold, tip it down to your center. Use your inhale to lengthen halfway. And again, keeping your legs long, left fingertips are palm to the earth. Just your right hand to the sky. Take an inhale, shoulders out of ears. And exhale to the right, low lunge to the top of your yoga mat. Finding our way back around. Here's our grand finale push. Deep press through your feet, high crescent, big breath in. Exhale, prayer twist, left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Push down through your right foot, push to your left toes. You're not lifting your hips and your heart up to the ceiling. As you look forward and down at the earth, lean into your right foot, get light on your left toes. Lean so far forward that you can press through your right foot and float your left toes up into the air. Think about your pelvis lifting up, 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 up. Drive through your right foot. Then when you're ready, super strong belly, you're going to bend your left knee and place your left foot to your prayer twisted chair. Let your seat settle. Inhale, chair pose, we bring it to center. Exhale to airplane your arms and lean into your left foot. If you unhook your right heel from the earth, you might find a flamingo right leg. Last little bit of effort here, we'll rise up to our one-legged Tadasana with inhale. Figure 4 or tree pose as you exhale. And taking a moment here. So again, you can be in your tree, you can be in your figure 4. The figure 4 is nice to release the right glute because it just worked hard. You're wanting to add another twist, right elbow to right arch is an option. And looking at the ground is super, super helpful. When you're ready to bring it back through center, take your time. Maybe it's more than just your inhale to come to one-legged Tadasana. Maybe it's an entire breath. And then just a giant step back into your crescent lunge. Breathe in here, and then exhale, goddess arms. Let your hands just fall to the earth to frame your left foot. And step forward to a forward fold. Allow your knees to soften, let your head hang heavy. Maybe pinkies to opposite elbow creases. Maybe sway a little bit from side to side. Then go ahead and inhale to a halfway lift, lengthen out your spine. And exhale to bend your knees and have a seat. And once you've sat down to the earth, grab a little sip of water if you are thirsty, especially because we just did a lot of twisting and rinsing out. And then we're going to lower all the way down to the ground. So you can just hug your knees in and relax back, or you can lower down slowly using the strength of your core, whatever works for you. I'm going to take heel anchors. So if you want to move with me, we'll bend our knees, flex our feet into the earth, and using your core strength to pull your torso forward and up. Your low back is drawing up and in, hands to the sky with an inhale. On exhale, we're slowly going to start to roll it back. Your navel continues to pull to your spine, and your navel strength is going to drive your heels into the earth. Hands can stay high, hands can reach forward for counterbalance. Just finding your way eventually to the ground. And into a full body stretch as you inhale. And go ahead and open mouth, exhale, let it go. From here, you're going to bend both your knees into your body. And then just pulling your thighs into your chest. My hair stuck to my face. From here, after you've pulled your knees into your chest, keep your knees bent, just place your feet to the earth for a moment. We're going to eagle stack our right thigh on top of our left. And then for today, walk your left foot a little bit to the left and let your knees tip over to the right. So it's eagle leg twist variation. Let's focus more on the internal rotation. So the internal rotation of your left thigh bone here. And just take 3 cycles of breath. From here, let your right leg slide off of your left and do a little windshield wiper action from side to side. And finding second side as you bend your knees and land your feet to the earth, your left thigh is going to stack on top of your right. Wander your right foot a little bit over to the right. Let your knees, eagle leg unit, tip to the left. And now focusing on the internal rotation of your right thigh bone. 3 cycles of breath. After your third breath, as you unhook your left leg from your right, again, slow windshield wipers from side to side. And then one bridge pose, knees bent, place your feet to the earth. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, root through your feet, lift your pelvis up. Give your front body an opportunity to lengthen out again. We did a lot of contraction through the front line. Every prayer twist, you're contracting through the front body. So taking a moment here to create some counterbalance and open up. Take 2 more cycles of breath. When you're ready to release down, just slowly lower to the earth. And then slowly start to lengthen your legs out to Savasana. If you wanted to hug your knees into your chest, one more time, feel free to draw your knees in. Otherwise, taking a moment just to settle into whatever shape you want to rest in for the last few minutes of our practice. As you allow your eyes to close. And your body to drop heavy. Maybe take one more deep breath in through your nose. And one more open mouth exhale, letting it go. And giving yourself the gift of stillness, the gift of the present moment. Allow yourself to settle into the here and now. Let everything else drift away. Go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose. And then just sigh that breath out, let it go. Maybe staying exactly as you are. Closing practice from the earth today. Let's take this last moment of our practice to pause in gratitude. I'm deeply grateful for the practice itself. Offers us deeper insight and deeper understanding. Deeply grateful for our bodies and our breath that carry us through every moment of every day. Deeply grateful for this opportunity to move and breathe together. So in gratitude, let's take one more inhale through the nose. And then empty that breath out of your mouth. May yoga offer us a path to compassion. And may our practices serve as our teachers, always guiding us to live more authentically, love more deeply, and see more clearly each and every day. Thank you so much for being here and taking this time to move your body, to make space, to connect. So in gratitude to you, namaste.